Vocal chopping is an advanced sampling method that you've definitely heard in Kanye West songs, but it almost certainly have flown over your head. So today I will show you 3 steps of difficulty, with the last one being the most impressive chopping technique I have ever seen. But let's start with the simplest one. Recontextualizing is the simplest method of them all. Basically, you take a sample with a vocal, and by adding new context to it, new words to the sample, you give it new meaning. So the perfect example of this is Kanye West Through the Wire. So it samples Chaka Khan Through the Fire. But Kanye adds on a story of him rapping on this song with his mouth wired shut, which make us hear through the wire in the sample instead of through the fire. So this is very simple because we don't actually have to do anything with the sample itself. It's just the context that we put around the sample. It will automatically make us hear what we want to hear in the sample. So an example using this method is we could find a sample that says together and we could recontextualize it to get hair. So we do nothing with the sample, yet we change the meaning of it. So the second method is chopping. Now this method is way harder because now we get into actually manipulating our sample. So the example for this is gonna be Kanye West Power. He samples this song called Afro America and it sounds like this. If we listen to the sample, it says Afro America be my home. And what Kanye does is he chops at that om from the home and add context around it, so it starts sounding like power. So sampling is hard. I mean, when I was starting out just 2 years ago, I felt so lost, but I still fell in love with making music and I wanted to help people just like my younger self. So I created Sample Academy, which is literally the best place for you to learn sampling. What you will get there is tons of courses, drum kits, samples, and many other resources. But the most important part is you will get access to the community and my personal help, which means that when you are stuck on your next beat, you are finally not alone. So Sample Academy is currently on its pre-sale and right now is the cheapest it will ever be. So if you want to lock in that price, which really is a steal, then go check it out. First link in the description. Now this method is way harder than the previous method because now you have to have that vision that if you chop a word a certain way, it will start sounding like this other word, whereas the previous method was just we take 2 similarly sounding words and swap them. Basically, we use the previous technique here as well because we still need to recontextualize the ohm into power, but we just add another layer of complexity here, which is that you actually have to chop the sample in a way that's gonna let you recontextualize it into another word. Now, method number 3, it's creating words out of thin air. Now, this is by far the most impressive chopping technique I have ever heard, and the example we will use is Kanye West Late. And this man literally creates words that are not in the sample. Kanye takes the song I'll Erase Away Your Pain. It sounds like this. Now, as you can hear, it clearly says, I'll erase away your pain in the sample. Now, what this man does is he flips it in a way where if we listen to it, you can literally hear, I'll be late for that.
Little girl, please stop your crying, 'cause I'll erase away, I'll erase away.
How do you even come up with something like that? Now, of course, this method also uses the last 2 methods because we gotta chop up the sample and then we gotta recontextualize it. My recreation of the Kanye Was Late for that doesn't sound so perfect here because in order for it to sound perfect and actually sound like I'll be late for that, you would have to add Kanye vocals and the rest of the production on. But still, the creativity of this sample is literally insane and I won't be even attempting to use this technique myself because it's just on another level. If any of you even attempt to do this, then you can send me your attempts in Sample Academy, first link in the description.
Little girl, please stop your.
If you're serious about learning how to make crazy sample beats, come join Sample Academy. You will get my personal help, tons of samples and drum kits, full learning resources, and an awesome sampling community. Click the first link in the description and I'll see you inside.